I'm thrilled to share a special moment with you today on the Clear Institute YouTube channel. Because today I present you my closing speech, the closing speech I gave to the Invisalign Summit in September of 2023. Now, I don't want to brag, but it was a big success, and I was talking in front of about 1,500 people in the room, and of course, everything was recorded. But it was recorded by Align, and what they did is they did some editing of the video, and unfortunately some key moments, one of my favorite moments of the speech, were removed. But thankfully, I had some people recording with their phone in the room, and we were able to gather some of these clips to give you the most authentic experience. Now, I apologize in advance for the quality of the video, but the audio is not that bad, and I will watch with these parts that I've added, that were edited by Align. I will watch them with you, and I will comment them. I will explain to you a little bit about why I was saying that and what happened at the time. Because giving a speech in front of 1,500 people, 1,500 of your peers, can be a little bit stressful. Not that I don't like it, I enjoy it a lot. And I know it's not for everyone. I remember, I think it's Jerry Seinfeld, who said in one of his I think he said, that a study says that the number one fear of people is speaking in front of others. Like public speaking is the number one fear. In front of dying. I don't understand that. I find it more difficult to speak in front of 5 people than 5,000. But that is me. So what Seinfeld was saying finally is that, if most people are more afraid of public speaking than dying, it would mean that if you go to a funeral, most people would prefer to be in a casket than give the eulogy. Again, not me. So without further ado, let's dive into it. And remember to hit the thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. And leave your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me how you like the speech. Now let's go to the summit together. So the closing session is on the Saturday afternoon, and of course, there's some speakers before me. So I'm sitting in the front row, and again, it's this big room, and as you can see, it's like 1,500 people there, and it's impressive. I have to say it's impressive. The big screen there. There's a lot of excitement. You can feel the excitement, and of course, I'm sitting in front, and I am stressed. Yes, I know. I like it. I like to speak in front of people, but still. You want to perform. You want to give a good performance. You want everything to go as planned. So you're just there listening to others, and the stress is just building and building. So finally, my time arrives, and this is where it starts. So you have here Deb LaBelle. Deb LaBelle, who's the big boss of Canada. She was presenting me. So I'm on stage here with her, and she has the clicker to change the slides, and she's supposed to give me the clicker. So I'm kind of doing a little dance, like this, to get the clicker, and she's just wondering what is he doing? What is Reinhardt doing again? And I just want the clicker. It starts like this. So this is one of the moments that was cut completely. So of course you're there, you arrive on stage, and you just take your time. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm just enjoying the moment. They told me enjoy the moment. I do. I like to usually walk on stage, and they told me no. You have to stay here. They put the line there. They put the line there. And if I pass these lines, this thing here gives me a shock. Telling me I'm afraid. So that was cut by Align, and I wanted to put that there because they really told me that, because they know I like to walk on stage and I go from one side to the other side. Said you cannot do that because the cameras are filming you, so you cannot move. And there was really some lines on the floor say you do not pass these lines. Of course, they were not giving a shock, but So let's continue. Now we're going to go to the real recording.
8 years ago.
8 years ago, I was on this same stage as a finalist and winner of the Invisalign shootout. And thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And for those of you who are wondering, I still have the trophy, yes. And no, it's not for sale. It's an honor and a privilege today to be here to share with you my passion and my story of transformation. Because like Ryan Mullis said yesterday, Dr. Mullis, it's all about love. And I love you guys so much. I love you so much. I mean, it's all about love. Everything we do is about love. I love coffee. I love cooking. I love playing the guitar. I love dentistry. I love Invisalign. I love my team. I love my patients. But don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a difference here. I'm not in love with my patients. I'm not in love with all these things. I just love them. And when you love something, when you love someone, you care for it. You want what's best for it. I want what's best for my patient. I love my patients. Do you remember that day when you decided to become a dentist? When you decided to become an hygienist, an assistant? The day you decided you wanted to be part of a team, of a dental team? I remember I was 10 years old. I had no idea about dentistry. Why did you decide to be a dentist? Why did you choose that job, that profession? It's because you care. Because you believe you can change the life of your patients. You want to improve their health. You want to improve their smile. Even better, you know and you're sure and you know it. You can transform their life by giving them back their self-confidence. I've been a dentist for 3 decades, 30 years, 31 years. I started at 14. 30 years being a dentist, and let me tell you, for me, there has never been a better moment to be a dentist than right now. Smile has never been as important as it is right now. We have the best equipment. We have the best materials. We have the best instruments, the best technology, the best opportunities, the best education, the best dental meetings. And we now have digital dentistry. Digital dentistry, that is something that didn't even exist when I started. I've been working with Align and using Invisalign for 20 years now. 20 years. That is longer than my marriage lasted. I'm probably almost in love with Invisalign. Now, Invisalign cut that there. And this is why, there's a joke coming. That was not planned at all. This is completely ad-lib.
I'm probably almost in love with Invisalign. I mean, does that mean that Joe Hogan is almost my father-in-law?
Joe Hogan is the CEO of Align.
I'll be home for dinner Sunday, Daddy.
That was one of my favorite moments, and they cut that, obviously. But I still remember these first years, practicing as a general dentist. I opened my office 1 year after I graduated. And I was struggling. I was trying to be a good dentist. I was trying to be a good businessman. I was trying to be a good employer without having real knowledge of what all those things meant at the time. That was 1993. And not longer after that, I started to be interested in orthodontics. And the reason is really simple. It's because I wanted to treat my son. But I had no idea how to do it. I knew nothing about orthodontics. So I had to learn. I had to spend time and money learning. The problem is I had barriers. I had barriers, like ethical barriers. It's orthodontics. We're moving teeth here. And I'm not sure I can do that. I had problem with case selection. How do I know if it's an easy or a complicated case? How do I know if I can treat the case with Invisalign? I had no clinical confidence. I had zero clinical confidence. Will I be able to deliver? Will I be able to do this, treat this patient as good as someone else would do it? Because you know how we are, dentists. We are perfectionists. We want everything to be perfect all the time. And if you're like me, maybe just a little bit control freak. I know how you are. Perfectionist. Well, let me tell you this. A very wise orthodontist told me once, Stephane, orthodontics, especially when you're treating adults, is not about perfection. It's about improvement. And I wanted to improve my patient's smile. So I had to build my clinical confidence. But how do you build clinical confidence? How do you do that? You have to commit. You have to spend some time. You have to roll up your sleeves and put your hands in saliva. And I did. In 1999, I started selecting patients and slowly but surely integrated orthodontics into my practice. In 2004, I received a phone call from my good friend, my best friend, Frédéric Poirier. Woo! Frédéric was all excited. Stephane, you have to see this. You have to see this. He doesn't really talk like that, but you have to see this. You have to see this thing. Come here. It's gonna blow your mind. You see, Frédéric was subscribed to the Profitable Dentist journal at the time, and once in a while, they were sending a VHS cassette. Now, those of you who don't know what a VHS cassette is, I really hate you. And this one was on the future of dentistry. And they were talking about Invisalign, and they were showing a clean check, and Fred was, he was right. It blew my mind. We were going from analog to digital. We could see the teeth move on the screen. That was a life-changing experience for me. On that day, I was a dentist armed with a vision, stepping into the world of digital dentistry. Ah. The first one doesn't really hurt. But little did I know that this leap of faith would open the door to a world of endless possibilities. I vividly remember the first time I held an Invisalign aligner in my hand. The sheer potential, the excitement, all the possibilities ahead. I mean, this was a catalyst for change. This was a trigger that would, bring this transformation in my practice. On that day, I decided that Invisalign would work. I was convinced that it was not only the future of orthodontics, but this was the future of dentistry. From that moment, I knew what I really wanted. And that's the only important thing. That's the only important question you should ask yourself. What do you want? What do you want to do with this? Not what you think you should do or what the others tell you that you should do, but what do you really want to do? And once you get clear with yourself, it all clears up. I wanted to be a clear aligner expert. Catch! Oh no, sorry, this is my retainer. I'm sorry. I wanted to be a clear aligner expert. But what I didn't know at the time is that this decision, this transformation, was not only about clear aligners. It was about the whole, complete, aligned digital platform to come, something that would transform completely my practice, that would revolutionize the way I practice dentistry, still today. Now, you must understand one thing. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes and think back 20 years ago. Now, those of you who see themselves in diapers, I hate you. 20 years ago, technology was completely different. 20 years ago, in 2003, there was no iPhone, no iPad, no Gmail, no Apple TV. Nobody knew Justin Bieber. Ryan, no Justin Bieber in the office at that time. Nobody knew the Kardashian. Smartphones, social media, these words didn't even exist. A tweet was a sound a bird made. Text was word printed on paper. LOL, Wi-Fi, podcast, thumb drive, none of these existed. We had no digital technology, no iTero. That was a Bluetooth. I'm telling you, in 2003 in Montreal, especially as a general dentist, you had to be crazy to take this decision to incorporate Invisalign in your practice. And I heard it all. You're doing compromised orthodontics. You're doing compromised dentistry. You cannot move teeth with plastic. It's only for small cases, only for relapse cases. And my favorite, that I still hear it sometimes today, you cannot move roots with Invisalign. I mean, come on. We're not bending teeth. No. I'm telling you something, some of these people, they still exist. We still hear these things today. And this is why all of us here, present at the summit as leaders of transformation, we have to talk to these dentists. We have to convince them to stop being afraid. Because sadly, there are still some dental professionals out there that think that they cannot use Invisalign because it's orthodontics. I mean, if I hear that again one more time, I'm going to develop an allergy to sound. General dentists do crazy things, difficult things. They place implants, they do surgery, crazy prosthetic cases, they do root canals. I mean, at one point I was doing all the root canals in my practice. And let me tell you, I was a lot more stressed when I was doing root canals than when I was using clear aligners. That's the last one I did. After that, I told myself, no way, that's enough. General dentists do crazy, complicated, challenging treatments. And they're telling me they cannot rotate a premolar, that they cannot upright a molar, they cannot open a space for an implant, they cannot move teeth before they're going to do restoration. We have to change how we see ourselves. We have to stop separating tooth movement and the rest of what we're doing. General dentist, I hate that term. I hate that term, general dentist. For me, general dentists are now ortho-restorative dentists. We have to integrate tooth movement in our treatment planning, in our everyday dentistry, because it's going to make us do better dentistry, become better dentists, be more conservative, achieving minimally invasive dentistry. But it's a decision you have to take. And you cannot do this alone, by yourself. It won't work. I have the chance to lecture everywhere around the world. And everywhere I go, I see the same thing. I mean, it's the same everywhere. Dentists who are most successful with the integration of Invisalign in their practice are the ones who involve their team. You need your team. When I made this decision to integrate clear aligners in my practice, my team decided to follow me in this crazy adventure. And I'm telling you something, if it weren't for them, I would not be here today talking to you. I will tell you something that is still true today. You want to have success with the integration of clear aligners in your practice, you need a dedicated team. Because your patients have questions. And they will ask them the real questions. Do I really need this? Does this thing really work? Do I need Invisalign? I'm telling you, you need them. You need them because you know what was happening when they were asking me the questions? I was talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Now, doctors, let me ask you this. Are you talking too much? Look at your team members. If they're laughing, if they have a smile, you're definitely talking too much. Let them talk. Because remember, my dear colleagues, we are not alone in this journey. Our team members are the behind-the-scenes heroes. They have a crucial role to play in our success. I involved my team from the start. I involved them in the process. We had objectives, we had a vision, and we worked together towards this vision. And when you do that, magic happens. Real magic. Because your team members, a lot of times, are much better than us to communicate. They connect with patients, but they also create something else. Because what I found out with time is that it's not only about communication. I mean, communication is important, but you know what people remember? What makes the difference? It's the experience. Your patient will remember how they felt when they were in your clinic. So what's the difference between us here at the summit and those who are not? What's the difference between us using digital dentistry, taking advantage of all the features of the Align Digital platform, about all that is coming? What's the difference between us using these things and those who don't use these things or don't even know it exists? The difference is that you can visualize better, you can educate better, you can preserve better, you can restore better, you can align better. All these things, all these features that you're using, this is the cake, and it's a good one. It's made with high quality ingredient. It's moist. It's a symphony of flavor. But what you and your team are doing with all these things, this is the icing on the cake. This is the experience. This is what's going to make the difference. This is what will bring your practice to another level. This is what's going to make your patient say, you have to go see my dentist. You have to go to this clinic because they are the best. The experience that you create, that my team and I were able to create, I mean, this is what's going to make this difference in this world of transformation. And this is why your patients, they chose you. This is why they're coming back to see you. This is why when they're going to decide to do the Invisalign treatment, they're going to choose you. When they're going to decide to do their ortho-restorative treatment, they're going to choose you and your team to do it. Over my 30 years of practicing dentistry, I've seen a lot of transformation. And it's good. I mean, we like it. We love it. We like challenges. But as we accept these challenges, we have always to think and to keep that human touch at the center of all our advancements. Because a robot might be able to perform some dental procedures in the future, but it will never replace the compassion, the understanding, and the personal connection that a human dentist, hygienist, or assistant can bring to the chair. So, my dear team members, my colleagues, my fellow ortho-restorative dentists, let's proudly wear our titles. We are artists, life changers, confidence boosters, pioneers of transformation. Every day we wake up to change lives, and this is something to be proud of. It's time to put away the shyness. We're not only dentists. We are architects of confidence. We are sculptors of self-esteem. So let's ignite the world with the transformative power of the smiles we create. Let's continue being unique, being true, being precious. And let's lead together this transformation and cherish and love what we do. I'm Stephane Reinhardt. I love coffee. I love cooking. I love playing the guitar. I love dentistry. I love my team. I want to hear you. I love everybody. Come on, your team members are there. I love my team. Wait, no, it's not over. What do we love after the team? We love the patient. I love my patients. And we all love Invisalign. Thank you. It's been an honor and a privilege to share my story with you today. Thank you. Nice memories, nice memories. Really, I really enjoyed it. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like giving a speech on stage in front of more than 1,000 people. I would like to be a rock star only for 1 weekend, just to try. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it has given you a deeper insight into the transformative world of clear aligners and my passion for these appliances and for dentistry. Remember that every smile we create is a step towards changing someone's life. If you found value in this video, if you like this channel, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, and you're still here, what are you waiting for? And share your thoughts and questions in the comments below, and let's continue to learn, to grow, and transform lives together. I'm Stephane Reinhardt, Director of the Education Program for the Clear Institute. Until next time, have fun making the move.